The MGMA of
Start
Greater
again.
St. Louis provides extraordinary resources that could benefit you and the management of your practice while implementing new changes for Medicare. And here to tell us more is President Barbara Faupel. How are you, Barbara?
Good.
That's good. First, I think you should tell us what MGMA stands for.
Yes, MGMA stands for Medical Group Management Association. It's a national organization that was founded to help office managers, practice managers run the doctor's offices.
All kinds of doctors we're talking about?
Yes, from specialty, single practices, primary cares, all the way to large hospital organizations.
Okay, so it's a national organization.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And but you're the president of the Greater St. Louis office.
Correct.
So how many doctors are we dealing with?
So we currently have over 100 practice managers, and they do range from the single specialty, like I said, all the way to we have hospital organizations involved as well. Mm-hmm. So definitely hundreds of doctors are being helped.
Yeah, what was the term you just used? You were describing the person that sort of runs the office?
Practice manager.
I don't think a lot of people would understand what that means.
Yes. So anything to do with practice. So regular business duties of, human, HR, which is the same for any organization. So payroll, a lot of times they'll do the billing, and then, but then you need to know the specifics of healthcare because things will come up on insurance level, just so many hats in one day.
Right, and I would think that things could change so rapidly, right?
Yes, it's always been changing, but especially in the last, couple years, especially whenever there's a turnover with us having a new president in the last year, we never know. Currently today, this is what, we're going to be doing for Medicare, but next year it could be something completely different. The same thing with having in how insurance will pay, how you're allowed to do collections, how much patients have to pay out of pocket. It always is changing.
When we think about the medical field, most people don't think about the office end of it, do they?
No, and that's probably a good thing. I'm doing my job if the doctor comes in for the day, sees his patients, gives the best care he can, and then he goes home. If he does not have to deal with an insurance that needs a prior authorization, or someone we had to send a collection, or a payroll HR issue, then I did my job.
So how did you become president of this? But that's a long story.
I had a different route than normal. I actually come from a nonprofit management background, and I started working for my current company 6 years ago. 4 years ago, they asked me to step in as
run a
practice
doctor's
manager.
office?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Allergy consultants. And when they asked me to step in, they knew I had the background to do the management part. I could do the HR, I can do the QuickBooks. All of that I could do. But I didn't know the specifics of the healthcare part, which is when they started sending me to local MGMA meetings. MGMA, at the local level, we have lunch meetings. Every month, a different educational session will be going on. We do webinars, and then we have a conference every year as well, which is a full day. It's all continuing education, because like you said, healthcare always changes. There's always something new. You can get a degree in it, and then the next year there's something completely different. So having that constant access to not only the changes, but networking of, I need someone to help me, I've got a problem legally. So there are also business partners that are connected with MGMA for questions of anything legal or insurance or collections. It's all there.
Well, I know you have an event coming up just
Yes.
a few days we're going to talk about in just a
Yes.
minute. We need to take a little break with us. So stay with us here at STL Live. We're going to have more with the MGMA of Greater St. Louis right after this break.